speaker for the day. According to him, power of words was when he used to persuade his friends to bunk classes with him. That is what he used to do, and he used to tell them to bunk classes, but only he used to not be punished. Everyone along with him who bunked classes would be punished. He is a very young man who has taken up a challenging job at Kolkata Toastmasters as the secretary of the EC committee. So please make it really loud for person who's coming up on stage to deliver his project 2, which has been titled A Great Treasure Without Measure, Toastmaster Mohammad Afzal.
Not all treasure is silver and gold. I have a person in my life who is a treasure for me, who is an inspiring presence in my life, a real hero for me. He is the greatest gift I ever received from God. And when I count my blessings, I count him twice. For me, my father is a treasure, a great treasure without measure. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests.
Good evening.
Good evening. My father was born in a small village in Bihar and had a dream to go to the city and study. He wanted to become a scholar. Yes, he came to the city of Calcutta at the age of 10, but unfortunately not to study, but to work. In life, everything doesn't go by our plans. It happened so that my grandfather all of a sudden lost his senses and became abnormal. He couldn't even reason out the simplest of all things. And there was no treatment for that. The cruel arms of poverty slowly started embracing my grandfather's family. As a consequence, my father, being the eldest son, had to give up his dreams and had to work at the age of 10 to carry the loads of his family. As Lord Buddha said, no one saves but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. At that little age of 10, he learned to trust and support himself, in good and in bad times. And as time passed, he rebuilt his dreams, because he didn't want his next generation to suffer what he had suffered. He finally decided to become a businessman. He, with his dedication and hard work, and with the belief in his heart that the God of angel armies is always by his side, he wrote his own fate. He managed to own a small shop in Bara Bazaar and sincerely devoted himself in business. Overcoming the ups and downs in life, he finally established his own business house and today is engaged in import and export business of Chinese toys at international level. I have a classic living example in my house of how people rise from rags to riches. I truly admire him for whatever he has done and whatever he does. And I am richly blessed to have a father like him. No love is greater than that of a father for his son, says the famous American writer Dan Brown. My father gave me the greatest gift that one person can give another person. He believed in me. He gave me full freedom and taught me how to spread my own two arms and fly. He gave me the life which he had dreamt of for himself. In his childhood, he moved without slippers, but he never let me go barefooted. He never went to school, but sent me to the best of schools and colleges. He had to spend his youth in a small single room, but built a house with a separate room for me. He works hard and puts assiduous effort to make sure that I'm happy and healthy and have everything I need. And have everything I need. And I believe this is the nature of almost every father in this world, though all may not have the same story. The heart of a father is the masterpiece of nature. Billy Graham said, a good father is one of the most unsung, unpraised, unnoticed, yet one of the most valuable assets in our society. So instead of looking for inspiration in the outside world and for happiness on social media, let us take out some time within your house of that 1,000 or 2,000 square feet area For that man who doesn't see Eid and Diwali before your happiness and needs. There's a lot to learn and get inspired from the man who is God's chosen one to lead the family. Let us always try to make that man happy who is said to be son's first superhero and daughter's first love. Who can play like a kid, give advice like a friend, and can protect like a bodyguard. Who is like a guiding light, whose love shows us the way. The man who with just one look says all you need to hear, and whose smile says it all. Let us stand for the man who walked before you to show you the way when you were a toddler. Who walked behind you to give you advice when you need it when you were a teenager. Who now walks beside you when you are an adult, so that both can learn from each other as two dear friends. Let us shower our love on the man who loves you much more than he expresses. Let us cheer the man who is someone to look up to, no matter how tall or how big you have grown. Let us put our belief in the man who has a way of putting everything together. And that is why it is said, if Papa can't fix it, no one can. My father played a major role in building my perspectives. We discuss everything from politics to cricket to my college life. He takes a special interest in my grades and he takes pride in my success. A pat on the back fuels me on, replenishing my energy, passion and commitment to make him proud again and again. Over the years, he has taught me what is right and what is wrong, even when I felt I was right all along. I wish and I pray that his guiding hand on my shoulder remains with me forever. God took the strength of a mountain, the majesty of a tree, the warmth of a summer sun, the calm of a quiet sea, the generous soul of the nature, the comforting arm of night, the wisdom of the ages, the power of eagle's flight, the joy of a morning in spring, the faith of a mustard seed, the patience of eternity, the depth of a family's need. Then God combined all these qualities, and when there was nothing more to add, he knew his masterpiece was complete, and he let me call that treasure Dad. Thank you.
Masters and guests, and to Afzal in particular. Not all treasures is silver and gold, and not at all days at Toastmasters do we hear such golden speeches. Afzal, you had an impact-making and a wonderfully crafted speech today. You had a captivating title, A Great Treasure Without Measure, that immediately captured the audience's attention. You had some wonderful description for your dad as the greatest gift of your life, or as the blessing of your life. Then you gave adequate details for the audience to know your dad perfectly well. You started with how he had his childhood dream, how he hailed from Bihar, how he had his childhood dream to study and become a scholar, how life forced him to work at an early age and give up his dreams. You informed us how he is now, after many years of hard work, successfully running a business of import and export. You had some great vocabulary throughout your speech and had some amazing body language on the stage. You perfectly illustrated some contrast in your speech. While you were delivering your speech, you illustrated good times, bad times, and had some wonderful body language. You had perfect transition throughout your speech, and each idea was flowing very smoothly throughout your speech. Afzal, kudos to you. You used some amazing quotes throughout your speech, like the quote of Gautam Buddha, like the quote that you gave from Dan Brown, and another quote that mesmerized the entire audience when you said, "Good father is unsung and always unnoticed." Afzal, you had some amazing voice modulation throughout your speech, and I must appreciate the fact that you used such impact-making performance in your speed too. You had some subtle messages and great confidence throughout your speech. Also, just a few recommendations for your speech, for your later speeches. You were standing at the podium, just sticking to the stage. If you would have been placed a little far off from the stage, it would have been better for the audience to see you. Again, another thing, you were a little fast for me a number of times, and I felt the audience could have disconnected at times. Afzal, the third recommendation, if you could have structured your speech a little better to have a few pauses so that the audience can appreciate you when you are good, and you had some amazing humor during your speech. So just a pause when you expect the audience to laugh. Just a pause when you expect the audience to take note of an important point. Otherwise, you had some brilliant points throughout your speech, a great confidence, and I look forward for your future speeches. Thank you.